Good afternoon, everybody. How y'all doing? This is the long-awaited, at least for me, wing project for the Civic Sport manual that I have. I have the wing kind of scattered all over up here, so we're going to take a quick look at that, and then we're going to put the wing together. Back here behind me is the box that the wing came in. You guys can see the part number there. It's actually right here. That's the rear spoiler for the Civic Sport manual. And then over here we've got various pieces and parts, the winglets, the centerpiece, and then some other pieces and parts that are required for assembly. And then over here on the desk we've got some hardware and some other things that I've been working on for this. This is all the hardware that came with it, all the screws and stuff. I'm not sure that we need all this. It looks like way more than what's going to be required, but we'll see. The little side supports here for the winglets, and then I have some templates that I got off of the web, and also one was sent along with the kit, this one, but I don't like this one too much, so I'm going to go with the ones that I found on the web. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is put this little bracket that you can see here on the winglet. We've got our blue Loctite and these silver screws, and again, this is an ABS Dynamics wing, so we're going to go ahead and seat these in and then tighten everything down. So let's go ahead and get some thread locker on here. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other one, and then we're going to put some weather stripping right across this edge, and again, that's just to keep the parts from rubbing on each other and making a lot of noise once they're all put together. So stay tuned, I'll be right back. Okay, as you can see, we have the bracket piece on here now, again with some blue Loctite, and then I put a piece of weather stripping across here. Just for cushioning, again, trying to stop any kind of vibration noise or something from happening that we may or may not have, I don't know. But that should take care of these winglets. Now, we're going to grab the little side parts, these, and we're going to put some weather stripping on each side of this as well. With the same idea, again, to try to stop any kind of vibration or plastic rubbing against plastic, you know, that kind of thing. Okay, here is the weather stripping that I've put on. Again, this is going to seat up against one of the other parts, and the whole point is just to keep it from vibrating. You know, plastic on plastic, that squeaky, vibrating noise. That's what we're trying to avoid. So now we're going to see if we can't get these things mounted on the winglets and go on to the next step. Okay, after a little bit of finagling, we do have both winglets, the connecting bracket or connecting piece here, as well as the winglet itself connected. Now I will say, there's two holes down in there that you have to thread these nuts into, and unfortunately for me, I didn't have a good magnetic screwdriver, so I had to tape the nuts, or the bolts rather, to the screwdriver to fit them down in the hole, but it takes every bit of this screwdriver to go down in this hole to connect it up, as you can see, because it sits at an angle down in this little hole on top, which is right here, that you kind of have to fish down in to screw that in, and then another one that's a little more accessible, kind of at an angle almost straight down through the hole. But we've got both of those connected. So now we need to take these and attach them to the wing itself. You can put a little Loctite in, and then we're going to put the last bolt, for this side anyway, in the hole there. Go ahead and get a washer set up. Get me a little Loctite action going here. Alright, and this is going to take an Allen wrench. I did go to a different bolt. I had seen online that people were having trouble with the bolts that were provided, so I did get something else. what was suggested, and that was, let's see, this is an M6-1.00 by 0.25. Okay, we got it assembled and ready to go. A little bit of a fight at the end, had a bolt that felt like it was stripped. I'm not really sure. Hopefully not. Don't really want this thing to go flying off on the freeway. So anyway, let's take a look. There you go. That is the finished Type R replica wing, I guess. The next step in the Honda wing project, we're gonna open the hatch and remove the liner inside the hatch so that we can line it up and drill holes. First, we're gonna remove the screen here. Get that out of the way. And that just pulls off. Pretty simple. Just held on by these clips, so they do just pull right down. Not a big deal. Let's do the other one. Now, there should be some bolts in here, and there are. We've got 2 bolts in each one, so we're going to pull those off. But first, we're going to remove these little pieces. All right, we got all 4 bolts out. So now, I think those got to come out, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, 2 more that have to come out that weren't in my original instructions are these 2 center bolts or center plugs here and here. Okay. Under here. Nope. All right, we've got the templates on both sides. I did a test fit with the spoiler and it looks good. I think I'm ready to drill. You guys can see the marked out spots for the holes there. So we're gonna take a leap of faith and we're gonna drill. First time ever drilling through my car. Before I proceed, I'm gonna actually tap a little indent in the spots where I want the holes to be. Hopefully that makes drilling through a little bit better. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. Yeah, just a little nub. That's what I wanted. All right, it is the moment of truth. I'm going to drill a smaller hole first and then we're going to drill through. I've checked everything. Everything looks right to me. So let's do it. Let's drill. There's 2. Let's go hit the other side. All right, that's it. The carnage is done. Take the tape off here in a minute and see what we've done. Wow, those are some really nice holes there. Okay, I don't think that came out too bad actually. Let's make sure our screws fit in there. This one, you can see the light through the hatch, so that one I know is right. Let's check the bottom one. Awesome. Awesome. I am going through right where the factory holes are down here below and they match up. So great job on the pattern. Couldn't ask for any better there. Excellent. So the next part here is to go ahead and get the wing out here and actually bolt the wing on. I am confident now that there shouldn't be any issue at all with doing that. At least from what I've seen so far, barring any other unknowns, this is going to go pretty good. So now I just have to have a hand to help hold that spoiler on there. while I bolt it down. Okay, here we go. I've enlisted my handy dandy wife here, Krista, to help me put this thing on. So here we go. So I'm gonna pull this up just a little. Now steady yours, I'm gonna look under here. Okay, after a bit of finagling, we did get it done. Let's pull it down, take a look. There you go. There is the new spoiler on the rear of the Honda Civic Sport. I think it came out really well. I really like it. We'll get it out of here eventually and let you guys see it in the daylight. But there's a picture, or a video rather, of what it looks like right now. I do need to put the headliner back on, or the hatch liner. I think it came out really well. I did go with body matched or color matched sides, and then the black center part of the wing. And that is the same setup as what the Type R has. Let's take a look inside. You guys can see the panels, they're actually separate panels. Did all go back on well. Bit of a struggle until I figured out, actually this centerpiece fell out. And then it was much easier to start here on the edges and work my way around. Much easier to handle that way. So I would recommend, if you're doing this and you're doing it by yourself, take that centerpiece off and just work your way around and then put it in when you're finished. You'll find it's much easier to manipulate if you do that. Let's do the little shut test here. You will see it move a bit, so does the Type R's. There you go. Looks like it moves a heck of a lot more than it really does, but so does the Type R. I'm going to do a side-by-side here down the road comparing the two. It's supposed to be an exact replica of the Type R, so we'll see. Again, my goal is not to recreate a Type R in a Civic Sport form. I just like the wing, so that's why we did it. That's why I went with it. I think it looks pretty cool. Anyway, let me know what you think. And I'm not talking about the Type R wing haters, you know, the people that say, why are you putting a Type R wing? You should have just bought a Type R. I know that. I know there's people out there who don't think you should put a wing on a non-Type R, but hey, it's a mod and I like it. Anyway, let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. Please give this video a big thumbs up. Click that subscribe button if you haven't before. And we'll see you next time on the web. Have a good day. Bye.